My name is Amanda, I'm 33, and the day I learned the truth about my family was the day I collapsed at work, unconscious on the cold office floor, and woke up to a doctor saying, "We called your parents. They didn't answer. They never do. But your sister. She tagged you in a Facebook post instead." Yes, a Facebook post. Not a visit, not a call. Not even a text. Just a tag. A public post that read, "Pray for my sister, folded hands, she's in the hospital. Hope she recovers." Hope she recovers. She didn't even know what happened. That moment didn't just break me. It awakened something inside me. This is the story of how I uncovered the truth behind my family's cruelty. And how I made sure every one of them regretted ever treating me like I didn't matter. I've always been a workhorse. Even at 33, I was juggling 2 jobs, taking night classes, and trying to build the life my parents always said I'd never achieve. Be realistic, Amanda. You're not gifted like your sister. I heard it my whole life. My sister, Melissa, was the golden child, beautiful, charming, everyone's darling. I was the background character in my own family. Still, life had finally started to feel like it was going somewhere. I had just gotten promoted, I was saving, and for once, I was proud of myself. Until the day everything went black. It happened mid-presentation. One moment I was explaining quarterly data, the next I felt the room spinning. My vision blurred, my knees buckled, and I collapsed. I vaguely remember people shouting. Cold hands on my face. A woman yelling for an ambulance. Then nothing. Just darkness. When I woke up, I was in a dim hospital room, my head pounding, and 4 in my arm. A nurse stood beside me, looking concerned. "Amanda, we tried calling your parents several times. They didn't pick up. We left messages." I inhaled sharply. Did anybody come?" She shook her head. "No one came. But your sister posted, well, she tagged you in a Facebook post. It's already getting a lot of comments." I blinked in disbelief. A tag? I grabbed my phone with trembling hands. There it was, a picture of me from 4 years ago smiling at a picnic, captioned, "My poor sister collapsed at work, crying face, folded hands, please send prayers. I hope she pulls through, pull through." I had literally woken up minutes ago. She hadn't even checked. My phone lit up again, hundreds of comments from people I barely knew. Praying, "So sorry girl. Hope she's okay." Meanwhile, the 2 people who raised me, no show. No call. And Melissa, she was enjoying attention on social media. As I scrolled, I noticed her comments to people, "Yeah, she's been really stressed. I keep telling her to slow down, but she never listens," crying face. She made herself the hero in my medical emergency. I felt heat rise inside my chest, not from pain, but from rage. When the nurse stepped out, I called my parents. My hands were shaking, but not from weakness. My mother finally picked up. "Oh. Hi, Amanda. We heard something about a fainting thing. Melissa posted it. Are you home now?" "I'm still in the hospital," I whispered. "I collapsed at work." "You didn't answer the hospital's calls." "Oh well. We were busy. And your father doesn't like unknown numbers." "Unknown numbers?" The caller ID literally said City Hospital. "And Melissa?" I asked. "Oh, you know your sister, she's very emotional. She was so worried she almost canceled her spa appointment." "Spa?" "She posted about my collapse from a spa. Not even ashamed." "And you didn't think to come see me?" I asked. My mother sighed like I was inconveniencing her. "Amanda, don't be dramatic. You're 33, not a child. You can handle yourself." Those words hit me harder than the collapse itself. In that moment, I realized something. If I wasn't useful to them, I didn't matter. Not my health. Not my safety. Not my life. I hung up before I could break down. The doctor came in that afternoon. Amanda, your collapse wasn't random. You're severely exhausted, dehydrated, and dealing with untreated anemia. A few more weeks like this, and your body could shut down. That I swallowed hard. This didn't happen overnight. You've been pushing yourself too far. And why? Because I had grown up being told I wasn't enough. Not pretty enough. Not smart enough. Not interesting enough. Not lovable enough. I worked myself to the bone trying to prove something to people who couldn't care less. And now, even at my sickest, they cared more about social media, spa days, and excuses. I felt something in me snap. Something I didn't even know was there. I was done. Done being the afterthought. Done being used. Done being invisible. Revenge wasn't my first thought. But it grew, quietly, steadily, like a flame that finally found oxygen. When I got home 3 days later, Melissa showed up at my door. Not with flowers. Not with concern. But with a camera. Smile. In doing an update video, she chirped. My jaw tightened. What are you doing here? Duh, checking on you. My followers are asking how you are. I got like 2,000 new likes. It's crazy, I stared at her. She hadn't even replied to my text from the hospital. Now she wanted a photo. Move, I said, blocking her camera. She frowned like I was the rude one. I made you look sympathetic online. People loved it. You should be grateful. Grateful? For being turned into a pity prop. Something twisted inside me. Melissa, I said quietly, leave. What? Why? Mom said you were being moody, I said leave. She scoffed, flipped her hair, and walked out, mumbling about how ungrateful I was. Her last words before slamming the door, whatever. At least I'm the one people actually care about, that was it. That was the moment I decided. I would take back my life, and expose them all for who they truly were. I went silent. Completely. No calls. No texts. No likes on their precious posts. No family dinners. No updates. Nothing. I disappeared from their world. But I stayed very present in my own. I rested. I healed. I rebuilt myself mentally, physically, emotionally. And slowly, beautifully, I detached. It terrified them. My mother called once. Amanda, why are you ignoring us? I didn't answer. My father left a blunt voicemail, you're punishing us. Grow up. That I deleted it. Melissa sent nearly 20 messages, are you mad? People are asking about you, at least send me the picture from the hospital bed, that would have hit so hard on Instagram. Blocked. It felt good. No, it felt cleansing. 3 weeks into my silence, I made a decision. If they cared more about appearances than reality, then I would give the world the reality they had been hiding for years. I wrote a long, honest post. No insults. No exaggerations. No pettiness. Just truth. I wrote about my collapse, how the hospital tried to contact my parents, how no one showed up, how my sister used the situation for likes, how I spent 3 days alone in a hospital room, how my parents dismissed it, how I realized I deserved better. I ended it with, sometimes family is just a word, not a feeling. Sometimes the people who should love you the most are the ones who show up the least. I posted it publicly. Not out of revenge, but out of release. But the reaction? That's where the revenge began. The post exploded. My inbox flooded. Old friends messaged me. Coworkers supported me. But more importantly, My parents' friends saw it. My sister's followers saw it. Her boss saw it. Her boyfriend saw it. People started commenting, "Wait, didn't your sister post about you from the spa? Melissa posted a pic but didn't even visit? Your parents didn't answer? Seriously? Wow, that's cold." Melissa went ballistic. She wrote, "Wow, okay. Way to make us look bad." People replied, "You did that yourself, babe." Her likes dropped. Unfollows skyrocketed. Her wellness influencer image crumbled. Her boyfriend broke up with her. Apparently he didn't know how self-centered she was. My parents were humiliated in their social circles. And all I did was tell the truth. One evening, there was a knock on my door. Melissa. Eyes red. Mascara running. "Why did you do this?" She sobbed. "Everyone hates me now." That I looked at her calmly. "I didn't ruin your reputation, Melissa. You did. I just stopped covering for you. You're supposed to be my sister, and you were supposed to be mine." She cried harder. "I was just trying to look supportive online. You should have tried being supportive in real life." She didn't have an answer. My parents came next. My father looked angry. My mother looked embarrassed. "How could you air our family matters online?" My father demanded. "You ignored your daughter in the hospital," I replied. "That's not family matters. That's neglect." "We didn't think it was serious." "It was serious enough for me. But not enough for you." My mother softened. "Amanda. We didn't realize." "I know," I said. "That's the problem. They wanted forgiveness. But forgiveness without change is manipulation." So I told them, "I need space. I need peace. I need time," and I closed the door. Not angrily. Not dramatically. Just finally. 6 months passed. I started new routines. Found new friends. Got healthier, stronger, happier. No constant judgment. No guilt tripping. No emotional neglect. And for the first time in my life, I felt free. My parents occasionally tried to reach out. Melissa sent long apologetic messages. I forgave them eventually, but from afar. Forgiveness isn't letting someone back into your life. Forgiveness is letting them out of your heart without burning the bridge behind you. They were part of my past. Not my future. If you're still here watching, if you've listened to my entire story, then hear this part clearly. The day I collapsed was the day I woke up. I learned 3 things. Family is defined by effort, not blood. Silence is more powerful than screaming. The truth is the greatest revenge, because it exposes everything people try to hide. I'm Amanda, I'm 33, and I didn't lose my family, I freed myself from them. And in that freedom, I became stronger than they ever believed I could be.